Now the twitch is they bring your family involved. Like, got this person. Now you kind of have to snitch.
No, that's fine. I'm dead. I got no worries anymore. It's all blank. Nothing
I'm
after
they
I'm
got
dead.
you roped up. They'll be like, yo, we got your mom and your dad and your cousin, gun to the head. You got to tell us where he at. They both dead. You're going to be like, nah, you're going to kill him anyways. Fuck it.
Nah, we're all screwed anyway.
Start with the sister first. I did not like her the most.
For our next topic, we are talking about snitching. We had to snitch. Where do we do it? Snitching become almost not a norm, but okay thing to do. Versus when I was growing up, snitching gets you stitches and stuff like that. It was or snitching. What was it? Snitches get you stitches or something like that.
Snitching gets you stitching.
Snitches get you stitching.
I'll be botching that shit.
No, snitches get stitches. That's the thing, yeah.
Or a chainsaw.
Or yeah. So this is coming from watching. Tony Montana watched his friend get butchered in the movie. Chainsaw the hell up, like Amateo said it, and he didn't give up any info on this man at all. It's Doughboy said that he would give up his friend easily, no questions asked.
Yeah. I'd give him I'd see a chainsaw and scream like a little girl. And
Joey said the second they touched his shoulder, he's giving up everything.
Oh, they're right over there.
Sounds crazy.
Nah, it would take a little bit more than that. Are you gonna have to beat me up? But once you pull the chainsaw out, I got a pretty face. I can't hurt this face.
So I guess the real thing is like in Pucho fashion, right? What limit are you not gonna hold your tongue? At some point, there's gonna be a breaking point for you to snitch, right?
What if we all robbed the bank?
Yeah. What is Joey? What is the cutoff for when you would snitch?
I guess I'm low tolerance pain. So I'm just a very, I guess that would be the first person you'd pick if you wanted information.
See, for me, we've had some of this conversation where I was like, I am not a criminal, all right? I'm not beholden by the rules of like, oh, not snitching. Like, fuck that. Like, I got a family. I got a wife. I got 2 kids. I'm going to do whatever I got to do to make sure that they're right.
Facts.
So now, given the circumstances, right? Like, if some cops come asking me questions about people, I'm not saying anything. If I've committed a crime with the person and the cops are trying to get me to reveal information about this person, it's complicated because I'm not a criminal, all right? So it's hard for me to put myself in these shoes. But like, if I made the decision to be a criminal, I feel like I would.
You got to eat that.
I would eat the charge. Like, I wouldn't like implicate people. But if we're talking about like some like rival gang has you and they're like on the like torturing you for information, this is a very different circumstance. Again, I'm going to do what's best for my family, and not getting chopped to bits is probably what's best for them.
Yeah, I'm sort of similar in that aspect. If we did the crime together, gotta eat that. I mean, of course, it depends, like, what are we saying here? Like, you ask me for a ride, and I take you somewhere, and you end up clapping somebody, I have no idea. It's like... Yo, you just asked me for a ride, bro. Like I didn't know what the fuck he was gonna do. I wasn't even in the building. You know.
Do y'all think that's happened with an Uber driver? Has Uber been used to be the getaway vehicle in crimes?
Has to
guaranteed. It's happened.
What do you do
I've
as the
read
Uber
stories
driver?
There's people were transporting drugs with Uber drivers. That's happened. Ubers have gotten pulled over and searched to get the drugs from like one of their passengers and shit. So yeah, there's people that are like, I ain't bringing these drugs in my car, but I'm gonna hit the Uber up. So yeah, for sure it's happened. Yeah. If I was like, yo, Tone, haven't seen you in a long time, and I give you a ride, and then your fucking gun loving, trigger happy ass shoots somebody, I'm calling the cops. I will get you out of my car. I will call like a hell yeah.
Just kick me
In
out of your
Florida?
car. Why are you gonna call the cops?
In Florida, bro, because in Florida, actually in a lot of states, oh my god, what's the law?
Accessory or something?
No, I forget what the law is called, but it's like you could rope anybody into a federal crime.
Oh,
the
guilty
RICO.
by association, the RICO
It's
charges.
not RICO. Nah, RICO's like for big things. But it could be like 7 people, and just having a conversation with somebody and knowing that the crime was gonna occur, they could rope you in and say that you were part of the people that planned the thing.
Oh my god.
There are people. Look at who's the rapper? He had a Rockefeller chain. No, he had a diplomat's chain and everything. He had the perm.
You're talking about
Something B. Max B.
Max B.
Max B got a murder charge. He never murdered anybody. Like he spoke with people and he helped these people plan a robbery. The robbery went south. These people ended up murdering somebody. He was in a whole different state and he got hit with the murder charge. You know what I'm saying? And obviously the ties are more direct. Like he helped plan a robbery that led to a murder. But like even the girl, there was a girl that was dating one of the guys that was like, yo, those dudes got mad bread. Murder charge. You know what I mean? Because she's like part of the people that helped set the whole thing up. So it's like any ties, like somebody hops in your car, gets caught with drugs, the whole whip is getting dragged into stuff. So it's like, hell yeah, I'm kicking Tony out. I'm calling the cops. And I'll be cagey with information. I'll be like, man, I was cool with this kid in high school. Like, I saw him. I gave him a ride. He did some crazy shit. I got nothing to do with it. I'm trying
Let
to
me
come
find out
clean.
he's gonna kick me out the car with all the cocaine in my duffel bag. I'm cutting that shit open, blowing it in his face. Like now we both going down.
No. In this situation, if you're a friend of someone, let's say the situation like I give one of y'all a ride, y'all didn't tell me that y'all were transporting coke, and we get pulled over. If you were actually my friend, you should be the one fessing up to the cops and be like, look, he had nothing to do with this. This was all these were all my drugs. If you put me in a situation I have to, if you put me in a situation I have to snitch on you, I will snitch on you in that situation 100%. I'm not going to go to jail because you didn't tell me you were bringing kilos of cocaine into my car to transport.
Is it going to be your first offense?
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
I'm going down.
You
for
see
that.
me, bro?
I
I'm not
have a
gonna
more
last
extreme
a
view.
minute in fucking it's county.
Thinking those not lasting a minute.
At least your mud butt would deter.
What deter?
Rapist is not funny, okay?
Everything's funny. I see. I have a harsh review than Mateo. If you're my friend and you hopped into my car with keys of coke, and you got us arrested for this, you're no friend of mine.
Yeah.
Just straight like that. How'd you not tell me you were doing some bullshit in my car? I would tell you no. Get the fuck out. You're not like you're like someone that didn't say that. They knew they didn't say it because they knew what the other person would feel about it.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't no friend. That's sneaky shit.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. That you should definitely let the person know, like, yo, like I got this in the car. I'm about to just go drop it off. You taking a ride with me, and then we head out to go get some liquor. You'd be like, nah, but I bet I'll be back later. That's the most honest thing to do.
But on the flip side, that rival gang comes up with that chainsaw. I might not snitch, not because of any kind of honor code or anything like that, but just because there's no incentive for them to not still chainsaw me after I give up the information.
Yeah.
They could still kill you.
Sheesh.
They should. Like, I saw their face. They threatened me with a chainsaw. Like, yeah.
You're going to take their word? No, we won't kill you. Just tell us what you think. Yeah, go Go fuck your mother. Just go ahead and do what you gotta do. You're gonna kill me regard. Now the twitch is they bring your family involved. Like, got this person. Now you kind of have to snitch.
No, that's fine. I'm dead. I got no worries anymore. It's all
Damn.
blank. Nothing
They
after I'm
got
dead.
you roped up. They'll be like, yo, we got your mom and your dad and your cousin. Gun to the head. You gotta tell us where he at. They both dead. You're gonna be like, nah, you're gonna kill him anyways. Fuck it.
Nah, we're all screwed anyway.
I said, start with the sister first. I did not like her the most.
Fucking crazy. Nah, snitching is I mean, a lot of people gave 6ix9ine a lot of flack for that, right? Like, a rat, he's all this. He pled his case saying,
Well, we're the hip hop world. When you're entering like the hip hop world, it's like mafiosos and shit like that. Everybody's like, "Oh, you're a rat."
this is the limit. Like, if you did the crime with somebody, bro, just keep your mouth quiet. Most of the time, you'll beat the case. Like, if no one snitches, everybody's walking.
I don't know that that's good legal advice there, that most of the time you'll beat the case.
Imagine all four of us at a bar, we get drunk, Doey does some dumb shit, we get in a fight, someone gets severely injured, there's no cameras, no nothing but your he say, she say. If none of us talk, we is all walking.
Did we do this in the 90s or the 80s before there were cameras everywhere?
It's just it's just an example. Like down
Tony,
there,
But
yo,
to Tony's point with his terrible legal advice, a lot of times,
I ain't a
the
lawyer.
majority of the time, for these cases, the information just comes from everybody implicating each other. So if everybody shut up, there's that much less evidence for anybody to go off of. It makes the case a much harder sell. There's zero confessions, there's zero corroborations, or like, yeah, it just makes everything tough. Like, if you look at like the cops, like 80 some, like some, I'm just coming up bullshit number, but like some absurd % of like cases are just solved by everybody just telling on themselves. Even they just give so much information to the cops that they just end up inadvertently snitching on themselves.
I'm not even gonna
you
lie
just
to you,
didn't say anything.
if all four of us get into some complications and we know we were going to go to court or go to jail, I'm off in this nigga. Let's get it off. Can't trust Doughboy in a court case.
You're just gonna kill Doey?
This goes
Gotta
on.
go.
This section right here gets entered as evidence one day.
It can know goes missing. We all part of a crime. Well, we know that man did this. That's for sure. But now, like, yeah, like if no one,
We've pulled our finances together to buy software too. We could get RICO'd.
he could get Rico.
They're like, Putra Mateo were there for the conversation. They didn't notify anybody. They were part of the planning.
Tony,
that-
I got the twitch on you.
Okay.
What crime do you think you could get away with, Tony?
Oh, hey.
Yeah, what is the new age crime that you think you can get away with?
That's funny. It's not serious, but I would say some type of strong arm robbery. I can get away with that.
You could get away. You're not gonna get caught.
I will not get caught.
Strong arm robbery. What would you strong arm robbery? What's your first place that you would take out?
Hypothetically,
Yeah, hypothetically. What's your first target? Strong arm robbery.
some drug dealer's house.
Oh, you'd be
Going
Robin
the
Hood
wire.
type shit.
you Omar, Mr.
Omar
Omar.
Little.
Yeah.
Just straight. I'm knocking on plywoods. Drop the bag. You don't want me to go in there. Because they ain't calling the cops. Well, you stole 2 keys from me. You going to call the cops? Nah. You think, well, I'm going to rob innocent people? Hell no. I'm not going to rob innocent people. Rob the billionaires and give it to the poor. I'm on some Robin Hood shit.
If I was hit a robbery, I'd hit like an Amazon warehouse and get like all the good shit.
And get
Gonna
nowhere.
get nothing but
You're
just like shitty knockoff stuff.
gonna get generic brand shit.
It's just a series of dildo, rice cookers, bookshelves. Like,
That's just like the Fast and Furious heist.
We got a couple banana cleaners. We know how Dory loves them. A good banana cleaner.
Yo, the banana cleaning tool, yo. Everybody needs to know about it.
That's
All right.
crazy.
You saw
It's
that
a-
chick I sent you that video of? She needs a banana cleaner. She eats the banana peel.
She eats the banana
Ew,
peel.
Yeah, that shit was terrible.
I sent
She
Dory
ate
a
the-
video with
she
some
ate
girl.
the
She just grabs a
whole-
banana. She ate the whole thing like that. Chomping.
That's
it
like-
wild.
ate the skin and everything.
Not even
Butcher
the
loved
animals
it.
do that shit.
I eat
Even the
my
chimps know to fucking peel a banana.
Yeah.
Like, that's ridiculous. Like,
I eat my entire apple and I still think that's disgusting eating the banana.
Even the core? You eat the core too?
Yeah, we've had this talk. This is like a year ago on the podcast.
What the fuck about a year ago, Mateo? I'm not gonna remember that shit. I forget sometimes that you're colorblind. Imagine you eating a core of a fucking apple. Like,
Yo, we need a magic school bus inside this guy and figure out if there's a tree growing inside of him.
I used to, as a kid, I used to
Like the
think if you
watermelons.
ate like the seeds of the watermelons, you couldn't grow fucking watermelon. I used to be so nervous eating seeds. Shit was ridiculous. But no, yeah, obviously there's a cutoff for everybody. I don't think people nowadays hold by that standard. Like if you're not from the hood, right, or you know, in a gang or live that life, people are not expecting you to hold your tongue.
Well, you got civilians and then there's like outlaws. So you got people that like live by this outlaw code. And that's what I would say are you don't snitch, you get stitches, loose lips sink ships. That's all these niggas out here. But like, I feel like if you're a civilian, you have no obligation to these outlaws or their codes.
Better question: could you fault someone if they told you straight up, like, "Yo, if you guys are doing anything criminal or anything like that, and we get bagged, I am not keeping them out. I'm not going to jail for anybody." Do you think you should look at that person as like as a play or anything like that? Or you should be like, "No, he's keeping it 100 with us. Like he's not."
If you're part of this outsider lifestyle, you probably just shouldn't take that person on your crimes. That would be my takeaway. This person is telling you straight up, "Hey, I'll help out, but I'm gonna flip if shit goes sideways."
Yeah.
And then you as the leader of this crime organization or this planning this crime, you're like, "Okay, cool. You're not coming along for the crime then."
And I'm not even saying even for a crime. We could just be chilling and something breaks out and someone, you know, obviously is a gun owner, concealed carry, and just starts shooting at someone because, you know, they're coming to rob them. He gets blasted, and now it's like,
The One Up podcast shot at a person. Which remember, it was all of us. All right.
I'm just like, I think someone keeping it real like that, there's some honor to that. You know what I'm saying? He's keeping it 100 with you. He's not gonna lie to you, keep it fake, and be like, "Yo, I'm not going to jail for nobody. I'm not going to jail for your gun shit, your drugs, none of that." I don't think you should give someone flack for that. But you know, some people say, "Nah, fuck that. That man's fake. This and that shit." They'll try to shit on that person. It's just like, for what? Like, ain't nobody here gonna take a charge for anybody.
I said, do I look like a gang member?
I am so far removed from
Right?
from that side of society. Like,
I mean, to take like hip hop's infatuation with it, like that's another angle. Like, it's just poor people, hip hoppers, everybody that hippity hop, that genre, and the hippity hoppers. We care too much about it. You got 1090 Jake. He does all the paperwork on YouTube. He's made a lot of money off of just talking about people's paperwork. Who has paperwork and who doesn't have paperwork? And it's a Pucho's been there. They'll have a paperwork party.
they call them paperwork parties.
what?
What is it?
There'll be some allegation of Tony being a snitch, and they'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's have a paperwork party. And all the heads of the paperwork committee, they sit down with Tony usually, and they'll go through all the paperwork in front of everybody to make sure, like, to learn all the details of the case. The
That's
paperwork
wild.
being all the, like, you know,
All
The legal documents.
yeah,
and-
all the legal documents saying like, yeah, Tony informed on such and such person. They'll be like, whoa, damn dog. So
You a
you is a
snitch.
snitch.
You is
so
a
you
rat.
is a snitch. Nah, we don't get down like that here. They're all West Coast dudes. The dudes having the paperwork for
Do you
Wait,
guys?
I thought the split was north and south. Isn't that what we did in the Hood movie classics?
Just for the movies.
That's just for Tony. Tony has
Tony.
There ain't no.
It's north versus
South
south and west.
There's no East Coast, West Coast. There's North Coast, South Coast.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I had a good question for you guys. Fuck. Thank you, Mateo, for that distraction, for that derailment. Yeah, no, lost it.
Lost
Damn it.
forever. Just like tears in the rain.
Just like
Gone.
the tears of the kingdom.
But yeah, either way, freaking. I do want to say this to you guys though. Would you take it for your family member, for your brother, for your sister?
No. Never.
I know
Not
you-
even
I-
for a
yeah,
second.
I
I
figured
don't
you
think
won't.
so.
You wouldn't take like hey,
Maybe
yeah,
for my
that's me.
mom or grandma, maybe.
For your mom or your grandma, you'll take a charge.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll take a charge because
Yeah,
my
what
grandma's
type of
too.
criminal shit
Actually,
they're gonna do?
my grandma get out because she's too old to be in jail. They'll like rule her.
Nah, even if
do
she
they-
didn't get out, you gotta let her do the time, bro. These old people, bro, they don't got a lot of time. Why are you gonna take a youth, the prime of your life, away?
What is his grandma gonna get charged with? Like taking like with a little like the label off the mattress or something?
Right?
Could you imagine Doughboy explaining to his mom like, "Yo, grandma's just got to do that time. I'm young. That's it. Like, yo, you
Like,
mama
mommy, I
hates
had
you, yo.
to.
Like,
I had to call the
snitch.
mattress police on my mom. they were gonna get us, okay?
Oh, shit.
None of us had the tags on our mattresses, Mom. They got us.
That label scared me as a kid. I used to look at that label like it was a fucking gun. Like I ripped this off and I'll go to jail for 5 years.
The cops are gonna rappel into your house or something immediately.
It's gonna be like Harold and Kumar. Yo, that dude looked both ways like 18 times. Yo, he lifted his leg to step in the street and that cop came up, woo, for jaywalking. Yo, like,
Oh man.
Oh, shit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you stuck with us through this entire episode, we appreciate you. Would love to share with you and tell you to hit that share, subscribe, and like button. We're on Discord, all social media platforms, audio only, Spotify, iTunes, we're everywhere. But as always, go one up yourself. Peace.
Peace.
peace.